reminder to wake up with KSRO. Tell your smart speaker to play KSRO every morning at whatever time you wake up. And wake up with Sonoma County's FM News Talk. KSRO.
Sonoma County's FM News Talk, KSRO, at 103.5 in Santa Rosa and 96.9 in Petaluma. Sonoma County's News Talk, KSRO, on FM at 103.5 in Santa Rosa and Windsor, and now at 96.9 in Petaluma.
4 years in prison, the sentence for convicted insurrectionist Hatchet Speed for the disgraced former Army reservist role in the January 6th attack.
Speed was not accused of any specific act of violence at the Capitol, but prosecutors pushed for a tough sentence, arguing that he's an avowed anti-Semite who posed an increasing threat to the public. Authorities say Speed is a member of the right-wing extremist group, the Proud Boys. The 4-year sentence is in addition to 3 years he received last month for possessing unregistered gun accessories.
ABC's Faith Abube in Washington. President Biden on Tuesday meets with top congressional leadership on the debt ceiling. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen estimated the government won't have enough cash to meet all its debt obligations as early as June 1st without a hike in the ceiling. The Pentagon on Tuesday will announce an additional $1.2 billion in security assistance for Ukraine. It will include new anti-aircraft weapons and commercial satellite imagery. Richard Cantu, ABC News.
Nowadays, it's difficult to find free quality entertainment, and it seems like once you find something great, there's some sort of catch. Well, here at KSRO, we provide free quality entertainment all the time. That means we're always online and on the air, and it's free. KSRO.
Help the Redwood Empire Food Bank restore a sense of comfort and relief to families who've gone without for far too long. Because We Care underwriter Ungaro & Sons Plumbing, Heating and Air reminds you that there are 3 ways to donate to the Redwood Empire Food Bank. Donate your time, donate money, or donate food. Perhaps the need feels more urgent during the holidays, but unfortunately, food insecurity is in our community year-round. To donate to the Redwood Empire Food Bank, go to refb.org. refb.org.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Are you the parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month. But you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio.
Sponsored by Age of Learning.
KSRO. Cloverdale, you're listening to KSRO. Sonoma County's FM News Talk.
KSRO.
I'm KSRO's Jeff Woodworth with Sonoma County's most accurate, most dependable forecast. On the heels of a partly cloudy afternoon, we can look to fairly cloudy skies, light winds, and a less than 10% chance of rain to leave us with overnight lows in the mid-40s. Tomorrow, more partly cloudy skies and coastal winds reaching 20 miles per hour should give us daytime highs ranging from the high 50s to the high 60s. A weekend warming trend is expected to begin on Friday. Depend on weather every 30 minutes on FM News Talk 103.5 and 96.9 KSRO.
KSRO.
You're hearing Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie, live from somewhere deep below the earth on Premier Networks.
We'll take your calls next hour with Dan Levitt, author of the book, What's Gotten Into You, and lots more to talk with him about when we come back on Coast to Coast. As I was mentioning, to Dr. Sky, who will be one of our 3 guests at our live stage show in Oregon, which is coming up on May 27th, Thomas.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close. We're going to be at the amazing Granada Theater in the Dalles, Oregon. It's about 84 miles east from Portland, so everybody in the surrounding areas, come on out. Dr. Sky, of course, as you just mentioned, one of our guests, also UFO abductee Travis Walton, and from Animal Planet, Bigfoot hunter Matt Moneymaker. So we'll bring in a live band. George will let you sing a few songs. We'll do a salute to the veterans. We'll do a meet and greet after the show, and we have some few other surprises for you. So go ahead and go over to coasttocoastam.com, and all the info is right up there in our carousel.
Looking forward to that. And all you folks who called us last night from the Portland area, come on out and see us. And there's something for your immune system.
HealthyLooking.com and Dr. Alan Millay bring 4 decades of experience in natural products for the exclusive stem cell wellness kit that works with your body's stem cells to assist your immune system. Here's Dr. Millay with more.
Whether it's physical activity, obesity, diet, smoking, low on hormones, stress, sleep disorders, or your age, can be supported by reducing inflammation and aiding the body to heal itself appropriately. A stem cell is a cell waiting to be told what it needs to be. If there is inflammation, that inflammation needs to be stopped. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, kidney disease, various types of cancer, depression, Alzheimer's disease, autoimmune disorders, osteoporosis, even fatty liver are chronic signs of inflammation and can be aided by supporting the body's ability to protect those cells that it needs. And that is the purpose of ImmuStem and AdaptoStem together, supporting the body to be the best it can be.
Dr. Millay, how will I feel after taking AdaptoStem and ImmuStem?
The ImmuStem is going to have an immediate effect, but I tell you, your immune system is starting to function better after 24 hours. You put AdaptoStem along with it, and most will feel it within 30 minutes.
Order now at HealthyLooking.com. The Stem Cell Wellness Kit from Dr. Millay protects your body's stem cells and will make you feel better faster. The Stem Cell Wellness Kit with AdaptoStem and ImmuStem and your free gift Relaxol is only available at HealthyLooking.com or toll free at 800-563-3980. That's 800-563-3980. Don't forget to enter promo code George for free shipping. George's Stem Cell Wellness Kit at HealthyLooking.com. That's HealthyLooking.com.
C-Crane is one of the best ways to help you be prepared for those occasional extreme weather conditions that can knock out the power. CC Skywave Radio sounds an alarm when NOAA Weather issues an alert. That alert can warn you in advance of an impending problem. It also receives AM and FM and is built for great reception and clear audio. The CC Skywave also makes an excellent pocket-sized travel radio because it covers shortwave in the aviation band for travel, which lets you listen to nearby pilots and air traffic controllers. And it runs up to 70 hours on 2 AA batteries. Call C-Crane now to order the CC Skywave radio at 1-800-522-8863. That's 1-800-522-8863, or visit them online at ccrane.com. Also available at REI, Bimart, and Amazon.com. Visit C-Crane online and sign up for their C-Crane newsletter and be the first to know about exclusive offers at ccrane.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply or apply. Stop, opt out.
Jen, you sure you want to pick up the tab? That meal was kind of pricey.
Happy to. I've got the cash. I just switched my cell service to Red Pocket Mobile and put about $600 a year back in my pocket. And their service is amazing.
$600? That's serious cash. How'd you find Red Pocket?
You know I research everything. I wanted to keep my quality service, but just not pay as much. Red Pocket plans start at just $10 a month, and you're in control. You keep the same phone and same number with amazing amazing nationwide coverage and no long-term commitments.
So, you love your cell company and you're saving around $600 a year? What's the catch?
No catch. Millions of people just like me have already made the switch.
How do I get started with Red Pocket?
Just send them a text. But hurry, because right now you can get an additional 50% off.
Text number to 200-300 and you can save $600 or more every year on your cell phone bill. Text number to 200-300 right now to get an exclusive link for an additional 50% off. Text number to 200-300. Text number to 200-300.
And welcome back to Coast, George Norrie with Dan Lovett. His book is called What's Gotten Into You. Dan, you've interviewed some great scientists in the book. Any ones specifically pop out that you really like?
You know, one of the interviews that I absolutely loved was with an origin of life scientist by the name of Günter Wachter. And it, you know, the book is as much about the heartbreaks, egos, and the rivalries, and the difficulties of doing science and reconstructing the journey of our atoms from the Big Bang to us, as it is about the science itself. And the reason why I like it was because the reason why I like the interview with Wachter is because in the 1970s, scientists were really stuck in trying to conceive of how life could have formed on Earth until hydrothermal vents were discovered beneath the ocean, and all of a sudden it gave scientists new ideas of how that might have happened. But even so, no one had a kind of a rigorous theory from a chemistry perspective of exactly how it might happen until Wachter came along, and at the time he was a patent lawyer in Germany. He had received a doctorate in organic chemistry, and he really did this as a hobby on the side. And so he proposed some quite detailed steps by which the first life might have formed beneath the ocean billions of years ago. And he was quite afraid of being criticized, because essentially he recognized, of course, that he was an amateur. And so what he was countering was the original theory that the first life evolved on the surface of the Earth. It's called the prebiotic wrong. And he suggested, as I said, that life arose deep beneath the ocean. And I'd love to just read you a couple lines from my interview with him.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
I just think it's wonderful. You know, Wachter didn't shy away from laying out the failures he saw in the theories of others. In fact, he delivered a forceful broadside from the get-go. Quote, "The prebiotic broth theory has received devastating criticism for being logically paradoxical, incompatible with thermodynamics, chemically and geochemically implausible, discontinuous with biology and chemistry, and experimentally refuted," he wrote in his opening salvo. Not surprisingly, the scientists who believe that life arose on the ocean, on the surface of the Earth, volleyed back the vent hypothesis, which was Wachter's cosmos theory, is a real loser. I don't even know why we have to talk about it. Wachter-Hauser's model is not relevant to the question of life on Earth as we know it. But what was most interesting, because this is one scientific field where there are sharp elbows, just because it's harder to get evidence about what happened 3.8 or 4 billion years ago, is when I spoke with Wachter-Hauser, he says he had surprising balance about it. He said, "I was what you call a counterpuncher. Science is the field of controversy, and if in a scientific topic there's no controversy, you have no science. So I wouldn't say that I've been treated badly. I I know people have attacked me, but he said, and his tone was kind of rising with amusement at this point, consider what I'm doing to them. And, you know, it was just a wonderful illustration of both of how, you know, debate and skepticism is so important to science, but also that, you know, he's absolutely right, that science is really, it's in a sense a battle of ideas, and that's to be expected, and that's how it makes progress.
You've talked about cognitive biases in your book. What are they?
Cognitive biases are assumptions that we have in our heads that we aren't aware of. And, you know, for instance, we tend to be most attracted initially to people who are more similar to us. That's just something that happens to everybody. It's just the way we are. And, you know, in my book, this was not something I ever considered writing about or thought would be part of it when I set out. You know, but I found that so many of the important groundbreaking theories that we now accept, when they were first proposed by scientists, were treated with scorn and skepticism. And that, you know, that really surprised me, because when I was researching all of these different theories, I saw this occur again and again. Like, you know, the theory of the Big Bang, proposed by the Belgian priest Lemaitre in the early 1930s. Einstein thought it was hogwash.
He might have been right. He might have been right.
Well, pretty much everybody agrees among scientists that the Big Bang actually did occur. Exactly how you define the Big Bang, there's a lot of scientific debate about, actually. But yeah, I mean, in the same way, you know, there's so many theories, you know, appear at first sight to be too weird to be true, or you know, they go against what our current most common theories are, and people tend to rule them out of bounds until it turns out that in the case of many of these theories, more evidence came in, and scientists eventually changed their mind.
But science doesn't explain what happened before the Big Bang.
No, you're absolutely right. It doesn't. There are a lot of theories, but it doesn't. I mean, I'll tell you a story about the discovery of the Big Bang. It was discovered by a Belgian priest who found in the 1920s, right, that he learned of early observations that the algorithm was way faster than the algorithm was supposed to. And so he used that suggested that the universe is earlier was smaller, earlier was smaller, earlier was smaller. If you follow that chain of logic, at one point the entire universe would have been contained in a teeny tiny space of time. And when he looked at Einstein's equations of relativity, he found just that extension. And so that is the theory of the Big Bang. Einstein hated it until it was finally brought about by the evidence. It was proposed at first by a Belgian priest, but interestingly enough, right, Lemaitre was very devout, and in fact was quite very, very active religion throughout his life. And he suggested that the Big Bang provided a veil beyond which we couldn't see. Which that's still true.
What kind of evidence, Dan, convinced Einstein that it was happening when he was reluctant to accept it?
Einstein was convinced by the evidence, and